Welcome to the Smarter Money Life podcast powered by Forum Credit Union, your go-to podcast for all things personal finance, where we break down complex financial concepts into simple, actionable steps. Whether you're looking to save more, invest wisely, or plan for your future, we've got you covered. Join us each episode as we bring you expert insights, real-life stories, and practical tips to help you live a smarter money life. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Smarter Money Life podcast. I'm your host, Andy Mattingly, and today we're going to talk about how the holidays can be one of the best times to teach your kids essential money skills. Now, I know the holiday season is busy, but it's also full of so many opportunities to turn all of these everyday moments into teachable financial lessons for your whole family, maybe even yourself if you're not practicing these. So I'm going to dive in and talk about some of the things that you can do to help your kids understand all of these money habits they can use all year long. So first, put a holiday budget together and involve your kids in creating the spending plan. Let them help you decide how much you should spend on gifts, how much on decorations, and how much on activities. And so they start understanding that everything costs something and you have to make choices. Also show them how you track expenses and compare them to the budget. This hands-on approach is really good for your kids. Show them what you're doing. It's the best way for them to learn something and get them involved in it. Now, ask your kids to make a wish list for themselves. This is a great way that you guys can start talking to them about, well, do you really want this, or is it just because someone else wants it and it's not really valuable to you? It gets them to start thinking about thoughtful and value in gifts and not just because someone else wants it. Now, when you're out shopping, bring your kids along. Explain to them how you compare prices even in the store or look for sales, and how you also avoid impulse buys. Then you also want to show them how you're making choices within your budget and the importance of getting the best value for their money. Maybe a couple of times during the season, you sit down with your iPad or your laptop and you show them how you look online for different stores' prices, because they need to understand that everything doesn't cost the same at every store. Now, the holidays are also a perfect time to introduce earning opportunities, because we have spending, but talk about earning. Give your kids a chance to earn holiday spending money through chores or small jobs that maybe only come up during the holidays. And remind them to save some of it so they can do the future goals, because you can start this savings habit early. Like everything you earn, save some of it. Now, another important lesson is charitable giving. Talk about the importance of giving and let your kids choose a charity or cause to support. Help them set aside money and time for giving back. And you also match or double what they do, because it reinforces both empathy and financial responsibility. Now, after the holidays, take some time to review what was spent and discuss what went well and what should be improved. Ask your kids how they felt about their choices and what they learned about money. These conversations help reinforce the lessons and set the stage for even smarter decisions next year, because you can do this every year with your kids and ingrain some really good habits that they'll use all through the year. Now, here's some activities that you can do. If you have younger kids, try holiday budget jars. Use 3 jars labeled gifts, decorations, and fun. Or maybe use our My First Nest Egg app and put some money in different buckets there. And let them decide how they're going to spend their money, give their money away, and what they're using it on. You can also make a wish list and chart and sort items into needs and wants. You can play the price comparison game at the store. Pick 2 similar items and ask them which is a better deal. If you want to make sure that they understand that not everything has to be purchased, have a homemade gift workshop, making cards and crafts together with some of their friends that they can use to give gifts to their grandparents or their other parent, whatever. Just do some of these activities so they understand how it can be fun, but also an opportunity that they don't have to buy everything. And then also create a charity box for donations. Let your kids choose where to go. Now, for teenagers, you can challenge them a little bit more. Get a digital budgeting app and have them create their own holiday budget. Ask them to be a deal detective. Research for deals or gifts online and compare prices. This could be a way that they could earn money, where you give them a percentage of what they save. Like maybe you have an item and you say, hey, it costs $35. If whatever you can find it cheaper somewhere else, or a coupon or a deal on it, I'll give you a portion of what we save. It's a great way to get them into saying that this is a good thing to do and to spend my time. They're going to be on their phone anyway, so have them doing something for you and for them. Encourage them to take a holiday job or start a small business like pet sitting or selling crafts, something like that. Reinforcing this idea of always be looking at ways that you can earn money. And then have them pick a charity. Make sure they research its impact and decide how they want to contribute, whether it's money, time, and or skills. And then you be involved in it with them. It could be a fun activity for you to do together. After you've done all of this and you want to have this set down after the holidays, here's some questions you can ask your younger kids. Like, why do we need to make a budget before shopping? How do you feel when you give a gift that you made yourself? What's the difference between something you need and something you wanted for the holidays? And why is it important to help others during the holidays? These 4 questions are great questions that you can talk to your younger kids about and help reinforce the ideas that you were trying to teach over the holidays. Now, for your teens, you can go in more in depth. Like, you can ask them, how did you decide what to spend your money on this holiday? Ask them if they noticed any of the marketing tricks while they were shopping. Ask them if did they make any financial mistakes or did they have any regrets? And then finally, ask them what they would do differently the next holiday and make sure they're planning for that. These great questions can make sure that you're not only modeling what you should be doing, that you're talking to your kids, but then you kind of have an after-action review where after the holidays you sit down and make sure that they learned the right thing. And maybe it also will help you make sure you're doing better the coming year. And then you'll have a plan for what you're going to do every holiday after that to help your kids understand how important essential money habits are, not only for the holidays, through the whole year. So remember, the best gift you can give your kids this holiday season is the foundation for a smarter money life. Wishing you and your family a joyful and financially savvy holiday season. That's all for this episode of the Smarter Money Life podcast. Thank you for joining me. I hope you found our discussion helpful and inspiring. You can find more resources on the Smarter Money Life page at forumcu.com. Remember, making smart financial decisions is a journey, and every step you take brings you closer to your financial dream. Be sure to tune in next time for more tips and insights on managing your money. Until then, stay smart and financially savvy.